Java class. In my last video, we discussed about the definition of function. In this video, we will discuss about how can you invoke a function and what's the difference between static and non-static members and what are the difference between actual parameter and formal parameters. Okay, are you ready? How can you invoke a function? Do you know? Okay, let's start now. In this one, we will discuss how can you invoke a function. Okay. Earlier we discussed about how can you declare a function, and we know we can define different functions in the same class. We already worked with the main function, okay, and I will show how can you invoke a function into another function. Here I created one class and class name is sum. With the help of util package, I defined this class. Okay. If you instead of this util package, you can use IO package. If you are using IO package, you have to create a buffer reader object. Here I created one scanner class object. You may use in which one you need that you can use. Okay. Shall we start? Import java.util.start class sum. And the first function name is public int add in bracket int m comma int n. Okay, this is the access specifier, this is the return type, this is the function name, these are the parameters listed. Okay, here only one space, don't make. We'll write this one. Public. Okay. And after that we have three statements. What are they? Int s is equal to 0, s is equal to m plus n, return s. Okay, this is the first function. This is the function header. These are the function body. And we have two variables. We will add this one, and after that we have to return this value. And what is the data type of this as int? We have to give this data type here. Okay, this is the first function. And the second function name is main. And we need to call this function to this main function. How? Okay. First we have to create one scanner class object. Scanner is equal to new scanner system.in. If you are using buffer reader, you have to write buffer reader var is equal to new buffer reader, new input stream reader system.in. Like that we have to write. Throws IO exception also have to write here IO.start. Okay. And I need two variables to give the values of this one. These two variables I read like this: scc.nextend, scc.nextend, int is equal to scc.nextend, int b is equal to scc.nextend. After that we need to call this function. To call one non-static function, static I will explain, one member function to another member function, first we have to create the object of that particular class. How can you create an object of that particular class? Do you know? First you have to write the name of the class. Then after that write the object name. Here we can give any name. Equal to new. Then write the class name again with the bracket. This is the default constructor. Okay. These are the statements we have to create. Using this statement we have to create one object of that particular class. Okay. Sum ob is equal to new sum. What's the use of this new keyword? To allocate the memory space. If you want to create a new memory space, you can use this keyword. You will get a memory space. Okay. After creating this object, we can call this function to here. How? Ob dot, that means object name dot function signature. Do you remember that function signature? Function signature means function name with the bracket values. Instead of this indem and indem, have to give the values of that one. We had read this one A and B. We can give. Don't give the data types here. Have to just give the values A comma B. Directly you can give 2 4 like that way instead of this one. Okay, just avoid this one and you have to give direct values 2 4 5 10 like this way. Otherwise you have to first read the values and pass this one. Okay, without data types. This is called the function signature. Like with the help of an object, we have to call one function. This is the way we have to call the function, or we have to invoke the functional methods. Okay, and when you call this function, this value will pass to this one. Okay, that means the values of A and B will be given to here, and after this it will go to here, the execution will go to here, and it will pass the values of A and B here, and it will add it to, and it will store to S. After finally it will return the value of S here. That means the addition of A and B. Okay, when you call this function, you will get the outcome of this function, the value of S. And you have to store this value into one variable. For that I had given into P. You will get the final answer of S into this P. And we need to print that values. Because of that I had given one statement, system.out.println P. Then you will get the final answer printing also. It will be displayed. Okay. Like this way we can call one function to another function with the help of this object only. I think you all understood this one. And next I will explain what is meant by static and non-static functions, members of a class. Static means it is a class member. If you are declaring one variable with a static keyword, a function with a static keyword, what will happen? It will declare as a class member. That means if you are using this keyword, static is a keyword. Usually we are seeing this keyword here. Okay, what's the meaning of this one? If you are using this keyword, without creating an object, we can directly call this function to here. That means no need of this statement. We can directly call this function. How? Just give add A, B. Don't create an object. No need to create an object. That means when it is a static member, another static member can access that static function without creating an object. Directly it can call this function to this function. If you want to call this add function, directly we can give add bracket values. Usually it will go here, the values will pass to here, and it will operate here, and it will return this value, and it will be return to this value. Okay, it will be printed here. Like this way you can call one static function. I think you all understood what is meant by static and what is meant by non-static. If it is a static function without creating an object, you can call the function. But if it is non-static, how to create an object and call that function. These are the difference between static and non-static members. Okay, they will understood. Next, I will explain what is meant by actual parameter and formal parameter. Okay, whenever you declare or define a function, these parameters are called formal parameters. What is that? Formal parameters. Okay, and when you invoke a function or call a function, these parameters are called actual parameters. Okay, that means these variables are, or these parameters are preceded with a data type. Formal parameters are preceded with a data type, and actual parameters are not preceded with a data type. And actual parameters are defined with when you are invoking a function. Okay, it is creating when you are invoking a function. But formal parameters are creating when you are define a function. That's the difference. Actual parameter and formal parameter. When you are creating a function, that formal parameter is creating, defined. When you are calling a function, the actual parameter is creating. And formal parameters are preceded by a data type. Actual parameters are not preceded by a data type. That are the difference between actual parameter. Both are same, but actual parameter. What's the difference? Actual parameter and formal parameters. Okay, I think you all understood about this actual parameter and formal parameters. Both are parameters. What are the difference? One is preceded by with a data type. One is not preceded by with a data type. And one is defined in the function definition, and one is defined in the invoking or calling function. That are the difference. Okay, I think you all understood these things. Today we studied about how can you invoke a function, and what is the difference between static member and non-static member, and what is the difference between actual parameter and formal parameter. I think you all understood it well. If you want to get my previous videos, please subscribe my channel. If you want to get my next video related to this function, and I think you all are very interested to study that Java. If you want to get all videos, you just subscribe my channel, get the notification, enable that bell button, don't forget it. Okay, we will meet in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you.